Hi everyone, my name is Martin and my topic for today is about online resources into teaching and learning. So when I was a student before, I haven't experienced this kind of teaching or learning because maybe in my time it was traditional that you can see the book, you can see the papers, you can see the pen. It's all about traditional. But I think today is really good. Well, hello and welcome to Digital Revolution. Everything is about that, okay? Everything is all about digital. So, in my opinion, if I'm going to compare the traditional one and the digital revolution, this time is much easier. So it can help a lot to our students. Not only to our students, but also to teachers.
World.
Yeah, to the world, right?
Brother, universe brother.
So I can say that this is a big help for everybody. For teachers, for students, and for all the learners of the world. So, electronic tools can make classes more efficient, lectures more compelling, informative, and varied, reading assignments more extensive and interesting and accessible, discussion more free-ranging and challenging, and students' papers more original and well researched. So we gotta focus the word efficient because if we're gonna use the traditional one, I think it is not really effective and it's hard for us to produce some resources. But in electronic tools, we can produce that very easily and we can use easily. So that's why we call it efficient. The first help is in administration. Of course, if I'm working in administration like head teacher, I think you can make a lot of things using the computers, using the emails, and when you make your lesson plan, this time we use also lesson plan like online lesson plan. So I think it's very easy. So for administration, it's very easy for them to make things, the documents, the papers that they're gonna produce. And then, of course, for readings and sources, it's very easy nowadays. So there is a web and the CD-ROMs can provide a wider variety of sources. Okay, with your guidance, your students can now gain access to materials that were once accessible only to experts because they were too cumbersome to reproduce for classroom use or too expensive for students to purchase. So, as a matter of fact, if you're gonna buy a book nowadays, it's very expensive. But if we're gonna use only the Google or the website, it's easy for us to produce the papers or sources like a book. So I think it's very convenient and efficient for a teacher. And this one, the papers and presentations. Rather than performing assignments and taking exam for teacher alone, students can perform more independent exercises in publishing, exhibit building, or assembling and presenting teaching units and other materials for their peers. Usually before, teachers only prepare for example, the exams and then give to the students. But this time, maybe because we use the digital world and the digital revolution, we can have now like interaction. Maybe you can answer together the examinations. So it's very easy. And this one, of course, if you are the teacher, usually you lecture to your students. So A computer with presentation software can provide a single tool for augmenting lectures with outlines, slides, statistical charts, and tables. You can use also the images, music, and even video clips. So a while ago, Sir Jay talked about this. So you can use the slides, you can use the tables like map, the video like music as a resources. So it's very convenient nowadays. And for the discussion, electronic discussion tools such as email, conferencing software, and online chat services can see discussion questions before the class meets. When I was a student before, we didn't use email, but
Snail mail.
yeah. But when I started teaching, my students told me, this is my experience in the Philippines. My students told me, teacher, maybe you can use the email. Like for example, the homework you can send to us. So I did it. I think it's more convenient, right? And also the students answer their homework in email. So I'll just check. And sometimes I just ignore. No, just kidding. Most of the time, maybe. What I mean is that an electronic discussion is very, very convenient for us. And this one, tonight I'll be talking about my experience to my two students. Their names are Mika and Justine. Actually, this is my first time to teach them in online. So the first time that I taught them, I was very nervous because maybe I thought that I didn't know how to use the online materials. But I found out it was very easy. So first, we just used the book. The title of the book is The Little Prince. Little Prince. So I think that was very interesting class for them because in the book you can see a lot of pictures. You can see the picture of the little prince, and then you can talk about the little prince, the princess,
The little prince.
yeah, the little prince, like Teacher Martin looks like little prince.
Not the front prince.
And then we just use the
Little
Google
Prince.
pictures, so it's very easy for them, and then they can express themselves very well in the pictures. And then if they have vocabulary, we just use again the Googles, and then just click, and then they can express themselves. And after that, they will know those words. So I think teaching online materials is better than traditional one. So I am happy that I know now how to use online materials. I think everybody gonna learn about this because we are now in digital
Wow.
revolution. Thank you so much.
Okay.